Hello. I'm just looking at some of the comments that we've had for some of our recent interviews, and I thought I'd respond to some of them. So here we go. Let's start with Noel Gallagher. Lovely interview. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Sean Higgins says, would love to see Noel as a guest on Would I Lie to You? If he sends his details in, we'll consider him. Patrick Regan, Rob's home studio setup sounds great. Thanks. Not everybody has agreed with you if you read the comments. I'd like to know what kit he's using and if that room is treated in any way. The room is not treated. I'm gonna treat this seriously, Patrick. It's not treated, actually, no. And it's at the top of the house, so we're an aeroplane to go over. You'd hear it, but of course, thanks to the pandemic, there have been fewer of those. It's actually the sound quality in here is remarkable, isn't it? Because, there are hard walls. I was surprised as well. They get me on this, and this is a lovely mic, and this is what we know when you listen to the podcast version on Spotify, you're getting this. This is a sort of safety backup. This goes straight into the camera, which is a Sony A7, and I hear stuff in this little thing here, and we've got a wide over there. That's an iPhone, that one. So that's how it works. I'm glad you like it. Meiji, M-E-I-J-I, says David's mug is absolutely priceless. It was a rude mug, wasn't it? And I didn't notice it at the time. Somebody who just has a number as a name, 290802001. Well, if I read this now, it's going to look like... these have been selected for me, by the way. I didn't select these. This is going to look like I'm just bigging myself up. But she says, I'd love to be stuck in a lift with Rob. He seems like the loveliest guy. Let's hope it never happens. Mary Wood. I love Rob's I Have 17 awards. And those are the nominations for the awards that I didn't win. Yeah, they are. They're on that wall. I've got... See, I could have positioned the camera there, but then you'd see all my posters. I don't really feel good about that. Yes, I do have the nominations up because you sort of feel I got the awards there. But at least with the nominations, you think, well, it was close. S. Stills. Could this be Stephen Stills of Crosby, Stills and Nash? It's unlikely. Rob, cut the crap. No need for that. You think you look cool in that jacket. I'm not going to lie, that jacket is cool. Presumably now we're going to flash up a picture of me in the jacket. I don't know what jacket they're talking about. I spoke to Chris Martin, of course, from Coldplay. Listen to this. Well, this is just praise. I'm just reading praise here. And how you feel about this depends how you feel about me. Maybe you can stomach it, maybe you can't. But I'm going to read it anyway. Janet Stoker, I almost suffered a jaw spasm from just uncontrollable grinning while listening to these two lovely and talented men, Robert Brydon and Christopher Martin. They both had me in stitches. Listening to the complete interview on Spotify, especially when they waded into the topic of dairy and aeronautics. We talked about dairy. I think, from what I remember, he avoids it, especially when singing. I avoid it. I'm touring at the moment, can't have it. Gets you all, yeah. That's interesting. VJ Varda says, as an avid fan of you, Lee and David, please have David Mitchell on as a guest. Watch this space. Then have both David and Lee on the same podcast for like a Christmas special. That's a good idea, actually. We'll think about that. That would be good, wouldn't it? That would be very good. Maybe in person as well. Yes. No, what? Oh, Bob Mortimer. That was one of my favourite. I love Bob Mortimer. Who doesn't? Broken Nose Boxing, this is good, says we must protect Bob at all costs, especially from the alderman. Honey Hop. What I would pay, 17 years old, so promise you're loved by the youth, to see a TV show with Bob Mortimer and Rob Brydon where they just travel and do random... I'd love that. But not like the trip where it's all, having a go at each other. Just nice. Sindhu V, excellent guest. Dear Rob, you will doubtless never read this. Well, there we are, you see. Bibliotech 42. Yes, I am reading it now. But I'd like to say thank you for a really interesting and empathetic interview. You two covered a huge amount of ground. We did, I remember that. I can highly recommend the Spotify version, not me, Bibliotech 42, which I enjoyed the most. Thank you very much. Now here's an interesting question around Mark Brooks. Rob, but where did your huge Apple monitor go? Well, I tell you where it went. I can't go and get it because I'm all wired. Oh, hang on, wait a minute, let's try. Wait a minute. Oh, it's like a disaster movie. Oh, no, I can't. It's just down there. Basically, it packed up. So it's over there, and I think it's beyond repair, I've been told. Darrell Van Horn says, also, the cable management leaves a lot to be desired, and the gap under the door is too big. What are you talking about? There's a cable, and there's a normal gap. What's wrong with you? I'm sorry, but I reject that. Right, we had John Bishop on to give the chap, a chance. Lesson for us all, be vulnerable and try and change acquaintances into friends. I hope this friendship blossoms. Well, I went on John's talk show the other day on ITV, so we're going towards a proper friendship. Jesper Henriksen, all I want to know is what Funko Pop figures Rob has. They are the Funko Pops, and they are all Elvis in various stages of his life. There's a 68 Special Elvis, there's a Blue Hawaii Elvis, there's a Jailhouse Rock Elvis, and there's a sort of glittery suit, which I don't think he ever wore in anything, really. They've all been bought for me. I don't think I've bought any of those. Hey, Anne Daniel, where is the Elvis suit that was hanging on the back of your office door? It's in the room just the other side of here. We've got sort of a narrow storage room. I quite like wearing that. Strange, isn't it? But I quite like putting it on. The only thing is, if you wear it, once it's on, it's on. You made the statement, I think I might wear it to a barbecue in the summer, just, because it would be so inappropriate. And then Michael Van S, going back to the Funko Pops, he trying to figure out what they are. I hope that answers your question. There's definitely Axel Scheffler artwork on the wall. That's right. There is. There. Here we go. Right. Okay. So those are the characters. The snake, the horse, the snail, the cat, frog, and then the whale. I was the whale. And then Axel's written something nice. So this is very treasured. Peanut bag. Is that rude? Look how excited Rob is at the thought of doing his Alan Bennett impression. Shame he never got the chance. Did I not do it? Did I just mention it or something? Thanks for the questions and the comments. Oh.